I've been listening to people complain about what's going on in the NBA. Let me give you some data. I actually pulled this up. I said, let me be ready for Marcellus when he comes on this time, so he knows that we're serious. A lot of people have been complaining about the crazy numbers we're seeing in the NBA. Luka just scored 73. Joel Embiid just scored 70. Devin Booker just scored 62. And listen to this. I looked at the average score per game this season in the NBA is 115.6, and teams are attempting 35 3-point shots per game. If I go back to 2017, the average score was 106. And now people are beginning to ask the question, is the scoring too much? Is there too much offense in the NBA? Do you think that the NBA is getting it wrong at this point? So the question I have to ask for you is, do you think there's too much offense in this particular NBA?
I don't, and I don't think the NBA does. No, look, the NBA, they rigged the rules to the place where they want the game to go. Well, the rules have been rigged so that offense can shine.
Right.
Just like in NFL. Why you can't touch a receiver after 5 yards? When I played, you could go out there and assault them all up and down the field. Now you better not touch them at the 5 yards because they were tired of seeing 6-3 end of game scores. They were like, oh, here we go. When Tennessee used to play Baltimore back in the days, it'd be 3-0. Nobody want to see that, dog. Nobody want to see. We want to see 39-36, maybe the same 3-point differential. So the NBA, I don't understand people. People crazy. People don't know what they even like. They like scoring. What they want is some resistance.
Right.
However, it's tougher to have resistance because the pace of play is faster. Ain't nobody running no Princeton offense and no half-court offense anymore. These cats ain't walking the ball up the court. They're not even traditional point guards. So as soon as you get the ball, break, let's go. Who running, who on the wings, let's go. So that's part one. Two, we stopping and dropping threes. Remember back in the days when we used to watch basketball? Boy, if you on a fast break and you stop and shoot a three, even if you make it, you get cursed out. Like,
you out of the game. You out of the game. You out of the game. Yeah.
You out the game.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Yeah.
So now these cats are on a break. Sure, shoot that three. You got to do it. Also, you got to remember, they're not only playing to our sensibilities. We like offense. We like pace. The NBA is doing well in terms of the ratings. But we also have more skilled players than ever.
Here we go.
Literally.
Here you go with this. Here you go with this. Last time we had an argument about this. Here you come with this one. Here you go.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me you haven't seen these. I just went and saw Sherman Oaks Notre Dame play against Crespi. Sherman Oaks Notre Dame is number 5 team in the country, or at least they were until they lost to Sierra Canyon. I'm all into this youth level stuff because this is where it all starts. Man, there's a kid by the name of Mercy Miller, Master P's son.
Oh, wow.
He is insane.
Wow.
He's going to Houston next year to play ball. He can go anywhere he wants. Most composed, poised, skilled kid. They got kids jumping out the gym. Russell White's son is there. It's insane. Point being, these kids are more skilled. I go to where they train pros. My son goes to these facilities where they train the pros. The guys in there, 6'11", handles. We see 7'5" Wemby, handles. We see Bobo, handles. These kids are more skilled than ever, and their skills are on display. So what am I saying by this? In football, you can't stop the perfect pass. And what's the perfect pass? The one he can't drop. If a quarterback and a receiver are on that level, Jerry Rice, Montana, Kelsey, and Mahomes, you can't stop it. You could slow down other things. That's going to happen. It's the same thing in the NBA. You can't stop the perfect shot. What you gonna do? Wemby gonna go out there and guard the three. Who gonna guard the basket? You can't stop the perfect shot. So these kids more skilled are abusing these rules that are already more favorable for them offensively.
Marcellus, they gonna get on me in the comments if I don't push back at you with this this more skill. You know I disagree with you when it comes to the skill. To me, I think that the NBA now is selecting out for dudes that can dribble the ball, they can shoot the ball, but these dudes cannot play defense. You got to admit that they don't play defense. Right. They ain't got no post game whatsoever. Yeah. And a lot of them, I think, like I was watching a video. Who was I listening to? I was watching a video of Kobe Bryant talking about how the AAU, not even just Kobe, Robert Horry, so many guys talking about how AAU is kind of messing up a lot of these guys. They don't have the fundamentals anymore. To me, I just think that they just decided to focus on 3-point shooting and dribbling the basketball. And guys no longer have a mid-range shot. They can no longer play with their backs towards the basket. It's just this like one-dimensional basketball. And to me personally, although Adam Silver says the ratings are good, he says people are watching. To me, I wish that there was just more defense, because I was watching a highlight before we got on the call, and I'm like, I looked at the score. It was a Celtics game, and I saw Derek White hit the 3, and I'm like, oh, the game is over. And I looked, I was like, man, it's just at the end of the third quarter, and it's like 89. I'm like, Jesus Lord, we still going? So I was like, man, they got to do something, man. It is just insane. But I definitely
Okay, Charles. So you just like the rest of the people don't know what they like. Okay, I give you 2 extreme options.
Okay.
Tell me this. Would you rather see this shot clock 24 seconds? 1 second has elapsed. It's at 23.
Okay.
And somebody jack a 3 up and drain it over somebody. Okay. Like mosses somebody and drains 3. Or would you rather see this? Defense. And then it's 10, 9, 8. He's still pounding the rock. 6, 5. He passing it around the perimeter. 4, like college basketball. Boring. 3, 2, 1. Shot clock violation. Okay. That's great defense.
Okay, I see what you.
I gave you great offense. I gave you great defense. And then I'm talking about 90 reps of that. 90 possessions, 100 possessions of that. Tell me which one you want.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I'm a Kawhi fan. I like two-way ball, man. I'm just like, man, everybody just like, all right, you go ahead. You lay it up. You lay. Excuse me. Lay it.
And back to the basket and all that. Like the mid-range game is gone, not because of Adam Silver or anything. It's just because it's not effective.
Yeah, it's not effective. Yeah.
Look, you can make it, but at the same time, either make a layup or shoot a 3 because of just analytics. We get that. Back to your basket. Like that was a skill that came from, be real, those at that time who couldn't blow by someone. Or they were just too big. So you went back to the basket, old school Kareem with the sky hook, or you talking about anybody with that skill set, started because you weren't a traditional guard. It wasn't just because kids try to do it now. When you try to dribble face up and then they rip you, next thing you know, you turn around because you already saw the frailty. You already saw that somebody has a superior skill set or defense on you. So we gave that so much credit, like that was a great attribute, but that was really just them trying to counter, this fool gonna rip me if I look at him straight in his eyes. So that's how that game went.
So basically you're saying that you would enjoy watching a game where the pace is faster, guys are getting up the court faster, more dunks, more threes, versus maybe a game where guys are scoring in the post, scoring in the mid-range, and scoring a more balanced game. You prefer the faster pace, higher scoring game, basically.
Yeah, I take now over the Spurs when they were winning the championship.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I mean? Like that sounds like the Spurs to me. And every year we heard people say, please don't let the Spurs be in the championship just because of excitement and ratings, not because of how good they were.
I remember.
They're both great brands. It's just, I went to a Clipper game the other day. I swear it was 154 to 148. And I was sitting there the whole time spilling juice and just like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Having a good time.
just too exciting, man. It happens so fast. It's so good, man. These kids are skilled, man.